George Lynch, and you're watching the George Lynch Guitar Method.
Welcome back, everybody. Today's video is all about George Lynch's guitar tone that I call George Lynch Quebec, Canada, created back in 2013. As many of you know, George Lynch has been using a lot lately the Phase 90. I think he uses the Phase 90 and the stereo digital delay by Boss. And what I noticed in the past couple of concerts that I've had uploaded also, and noticed he's using a lot in the Phase 90, and he gets this tone. Shown on these videos. today I'm going to give you a step-by-step process on how you can dial in as close as you can to the George Lynch guitar tone that I call George Lynch Quebec, Canada. You can call it George Lynch Montreal if you want to, or call it whatever you like to. But this is a tone that I've enjoyed a lot. It's not quite Van Halen-ish, but it's in the Van Halen-ish family, if you want to call it that. Where he uses the phase 90, but George Lynch's delay makes it his own by using a lot more feedback. And so let's get started. We're going to call this the Quebec, Canada Lynch tone patch. Call it whatever you like to if you want to though. And in a nutshell, follow the settings as best you can. I'm using the Boss eBand, which also incorporates the Boss GT100 FX processor. Match the numbers and the parameters as close as you can. If you don't have those numbers or parameters per se, look at the positioning of the knobs and go from there. And get as close as you can. If you can get a better, closer sounding tone patch, by all means tweak it and make it your own and rename it if you want to rename it. But this is a tone patch that I like a lot, and you'll notice in several Lynch Mob concerts and clinics that George Lynch has been using the phase 90. I don't have a phase 90, I'm using a Boss phaser and a digital delay, which is incorporated in here. So whatever delays you can, go ahead and look at the repeats, the level, and we'll go into that in detail. Alright, so I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys real soon after the tutorial. Alright, thanks guys. Okay everybody, and just so you guys have a point of reference, I'm playing with my eBand George Lynch Skull and Bones guitar that has a humbucker, single humbucker. It's the DiMarzio Super Distortion 2. I'm playing with 9 strings, and that's pretty much it. Whatever pickups you want to use for this guitar tone patch, makes no difference. Again, this is just my attempt at copying, emulating, replicating, simulating as best I could the George Lynch guitar tone that I call Quebec, Canada, as he played in Montreal in 2013, as well as Quebec in 2013 clinics, and recently as 2014, and currently with the phase 90 and the Boss digital delay. Alright everybody, welcome back. As you can tell, we have a general clean tone patch. This is going to be a general template that we're going to overwrite, and we're going to call the George Lynch Quebec, Canada tone patch. Okay, so we're going to start off with a clean tone. So we're going to start from scratch. So let's begin. As you can tell, we're going to change the amp model to R rectifier. Let's go ahead and look for a rectifier over here. And we're going to get there here. If you guys don't have R rectifier, provided you don't have a Boss eBand or JS-10, then, you know, go for something that sounds like it. So here we go. Remember, this is a general clean tone patch, so we're going to change all the settings that are already here on the screen to my tone settings. So we're going to go one by one. So that was the general clean tone patch, and we already changed the amp, and look how good it sounds. Let's go ahead and change the gain over to 60. That's what we need. You're all tone, will you shut up and give me the tones? Alright, so we're going to go over here to 82. Alright, let's go next in the chain. We're going to go for bass, we're going to go for 55. You're all, Tony, how'd you come up with these tone patches? Basically, I get the sound file that I want. I put on some headphones, and I press them against my ear because you can hear really clearly. I start to listen for repeats in the delay. I try to hear waves in the what do you call it? The phaser and so forth. So I get it. Alright, so based on my calculations, what I did was, obviously I changed the amp. We're still in the amp. So I put the bass at 55, the middle at 40, the treble at 42, and the present at 0. You're all Tony, but George doesn't use rectifier. I know, I have the Boss eBand, so out of all the amp models, I came up with this particular amp with all my settings that emulate, simulate, copy, replicate as best I could the George Lynch tone with the phaser and digital delay. Okay, let's go to the next parameter here. We got the Boss eBand or Boss GT100, GT10. You'll probably have this little thing here. T-cup, I have it on, as you can tell it's on. So let's go next. And we're going to turn off the compressor. So let's go ahead and turn it off. So that when we come over here, you'll see the screen, the amp is on, and the compressor is off. So if you have this, you want to have the compressor off. Let's go now to the Overdrive. This is the Overdrive menu. As you can tell, it says off. Let's go turn it on. On the Overdrive, I'm using a clean Overdrive right here. So follow that. Let's go to the next settings for that. And we're going to have it on 50, which is there. We got it on 0 for the bottom, tone 0, and the effect level 0. Doesn't that sound good? Alright, let's go next. We're going to go to the noise gate. What do we got for the noise gate for the Quebec, Canada, George Lynch? Remember, we're overriding the previous tone patch that I had on here. So let's go ahead and move the 30 to 46. You following me? Okay. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and put on the EQ. Alright. So the EQ we're going to put on the low gain 0. We're going to keep the high gain at 0. And we're going to put the level at +2. So if you guys have an EQ, look at the, if you don't have my settings, go ahead and just copy the positioning of the knobs and go from there. Okay. Next on the EQ, we're going to have 500 hertz, whatever you want to call that. We're going to put the low mid at number 1. And we're going to put the low gain at 0. That's fine. Okay. Next up, we're going to have it at 4.00. We're going to leave that at number 1 on the high mid Q. And then we're going to go on the high mid gain. We're going to go level 3, number 3. So you follow that? Okay, good. And then the last of the EQ, we're going to keep that at flat, flat. Let's go ahead and check it out. Doesn't that sound good? Okay, we're almost done. Isn't that good? Alright, so we got here, these are the modulations right here. So let's go ahead. Obviously it's turned off. See in the bottom right, it says off. Let's turn it on, and then we're going to go with the phaser. So now we're going to go into the phaser. Now if you have a phase 90, any kind of phaser, see if you can copy these settings right here. So we're going to, it's on, we're going to keep it at 4 stage. And at the rate, we're going to go with 6. Let's bring that down to 6. Remember how Eddie Van Halen always has this way down here? So I don't know what George Lynch is going for, but he wanted to have minimal phase effect. But George Lynch is different than Eddie Van Halen. So we're going to go with that. Okay, over here on the depth, I have here 56. So let's go ahead and push that to 56. Alright, and then the resonance, what do I have here? I have 36 for resonance. And let's give you a little sample what that sounds like. Here we go. That's what it sounds like with no delay, and George loves delay and reverb. Now to me that sounds dry. But it sounds good. Almost total Lynch, we're almost there. What makes George Lynch is his delay. George Lynch doesn't use delay for speed. he doesn't use for masking any mistakes. He uses it for sustaining effect. I'm going to give you a sample of that. Here's a bend with no delay. I hate that. I don't like playing without delay because I like to have sustain. So let's go ahead and click on the delay. Alright, as you can tell, that clean tone patch that we started off with, we're always going to do that. I'm going to make more videos like this, so we're always going to start off clean and we're going to overwrite them to make a tone patch for you. Alright, so the delay obviously was off, so we're going to turn it on, and for this Quebec Canada Lynch, we're going to turn the delay time to 500. Now I got to 500 because, again, I put on headphones. Whenever I listen to George Lynch and I want to come up with a tone, I personally put on headphones and literally turn it up loud. Not loud enough to hurt my ears, but loud enough where I want to press the headphones into my ear. I can just hear clarity. I'm also legally deaf in my left ear, in case you guys don't know. Oh, poor Tony, he's deaf. I'm legally deaf in my left ear. I lost it years ago, but I can hear perfectly well on my right. And so I don't want to injure my right ear, so I learned to adapt. But I just come up with, you know, these settings by ear. But I can't hear a thing from my left ear. So now you guys all know it's out there. Oh, poor Tony can't hear. Alright, let's go to the feedback. Feedback I have here 30. Remember, we already heard it dry. Now you can hear it with the delay. And I have here under high cut, I have it on number 5. And then the effect level. Remember I told you the effect level? George Lynch likes to have loud repeats, and I'll give you a quick little demo of it with different levels. So let's go ahead and put it at 88. I have it at 88. Alright, let's go ahead and see it. Now let's give it some George Lynch feel. Doesn't that sound good? Doesn't it sound better than before? Look, I'll turn it off. And look, this is not George Lynch. See, that's not George Lynch. But you add the delay, you add the George Lynch delay. I call this the George Lynch delay. Sound good? That's total Lynch. We're almost done, folks. Let's go to the reverb. Let's exit out of here. Remember, this is the reverb that was the original clean tone patch. Forget those settings because we're going to change them. And the reverb I have under room. And we have under reverb time, I got 1.7. This is going to be a brand new series for me and for all of the Lynch fans. For the non-George Lynch tones, I'm going to put them on my Guitar Tones TV YouTube channel, where I'm just going to basically give you the patch and the settings already. But for any George Lynch now, I'm going to go back here and have a conversation with you guys. Alright, so the reverb time I have here at 1.7. And the high cut I have at 2.0. And I'm going to play it with it off, and then play it with it on so you get the difference. And then the effect level I have at 50. Alright, so let's go ahead and hear it on. with it on. Go. That is the George Lynch, Quebec, Canada. Alright guys, there you have it. Thanks so much for stopping by. This will be the first in a long series of George Lynch guitar tones where I'm going to basically walk you through all my George Lynch guitar tones as well as all my non-existing George Lynch guitar tones.